Alright, welcome everybody. My name is Agent, and in today's video, we are doing some pre-season testing at Germany for Season 7. So this is not an official race, and it's just an opportunity for the drivers and the teams to go ahead and get some practice in. As you can see, the paddock isn't quite done yet. The team names are up, but the numbers, and as you can see, obviously, the suits aren't quite right because, believe it or not, that's not Cadillac. But yeah, this is just some preseason testing. I'm gonna lower my volume a little bit. Do let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I will adjust it. As you can see, a bunch of cars are out, and I think today I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and drive. But I don't think Cadillac spawners are working. Oh no, they are. So here's the Cadillac livery. If you guys don't know what all the new liveries are, I have posted up a video. Season 7 livery reveal. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. But I am the owner of Cadillac, so I'll be driving it. As you can see, it looks very nice, very slick. And I'm going to try and squeeze myself into this practice, and hopefully they won't notice. As you can see, plenty of drivers are out today. Pretty much almost everybody from each team got 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercs, 2 Brons, 2 Williams, and I think my Roblox game crashed. Yeah, oh no. Okay, my game is good. Now, unfortunately, I don't know where the Cadillac suits are at. Which is kind of weird, because I want to drive in a Cadillac suit, but it's okay. So we got some practice going on, 12-minute quali. I'm going to drive the quali, but I'm not actually going to race in the race. I am doing it just for fun. So let's go ahead and give it a try. The walls are currently purple. In the real game, they are yellow, but in this league, during quali, they are set to purple. So if you spin out, you don't exactly die and break your car, and you can just go ahead and get started again. Now, I have done some laps at Germany, and if you guys have seen my Season 1, you know that Germany was actually one of my first races here with this league, and now I'm a team owner, which is pretty cool. Anyways, though, let's see if I can get back to anywhere near my prime time. 40 seconds, alright. Let's see what we can do here. Now, these cars feel a lot more different from what I'm used to driving, because all the cars here are based off the vanilla McLaren, and that's because in this game, if you are driving the normal cars, they all handle a little bit differently. They all have a little bit of a different build and grip as well. But all these McLarens, all these are based on the McLaren, and we just got a 38.6. Now, I believe my best was around a 37 point something, maybe even 36. So just go ahead and see if I can get anywhere near that time. Alright. Now, if you guys want to join the league, it is, I believe, going to be in the description. And if it's not, do let me know, and I'll go ahead and send a link in the comments. 37.1. Alright. Doing pretty good. A little bit locked in. Now, these cars really, really love to go forward, so you really have to be careful with it. BMW crash up there, but we're just zooming past. Like I said, these cars feel amazing, and they look amazing. The custom liveries are truly great, and all the livery makers did a great job. It's going to be a blast to watch, and a blast for the drivers to drive in. Now, I am kind of selling right now, so let me lock in. Okay. No, 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 no. As you can see here, if you tap this off the track part, you're just gonna start spinning out. So it's really hard for these drivers to stay on track. Because if they go off track even just for a little bit, that's it. That could be their race done. I need to lock in real quick. Currently, if this was a race, I'd be 15th time-wise, and I am actually selling. Okay. Let's go ahead and warm up. Ferrari driving past. Now, these cars are quick around some of these corners, I'm not gonna lie. And there are corner cuts, corner cut protectors. They're invisible little parts, and when you drive over them, they will flip your car. So drivers have to be mindful of that, since you can't cut. Now the current fastest is Octavian, 35.9 in this qualifying. And Lotus just flipped. Braun GP catching up to me. Oh, I think he ate the wall. Going around. Oh, that's a flip there in the back for the Ferrari. 37.3. My current best is a 37.1. Which now puts me second to last, right in front of Prodigy. So these players here, if you do end up joining this league, you really have to be really fast and really competitive. But obviously, you just gotta put practice in. And you'll get there. And plus, this league does have an F2 part. Where you can go ahead and get some practice in with these cars. Obviously, though, you have to wait for F2 season to start. Oh, and I'm not gonna lie, I went a little too wide there. Currently, we're looking at Octavian first, Wilt in second, Sky is Blue in third, Kanye West in fourth, and Lewis in fifth. So that's pretty good. Oh, there's my other driver. I believe that's my reserve, Lua Mans. Or he might be on F2 driver. I don't know. I forget. We're all one big happy team. These cars just feel so great to drive. And they look so awesome. Let's go out. In. Now, collisions are off for qualifying. During the race, it's 2 laps, no collisions. And then the rest is collisions on. So that is done just because in the seasons prior, there was a lot of collisions and a lot of problems turn 1, which would pretty much just ruin the race for everybody in the first turn. Oh my gosh, I'm almost catching up to Lil Mans. Oh no, I flipped. That's unlucky. So close. Almost keeping up. I can see that all these drivers, top 3 are in 35s. Octavian 35.2. Finding crazy time on the track, I'm not gonna lie. People are flipping. And I mean, this course is pretty challenging. A lot of turns where you kind of just have to fly into it and hope that you can keep up. I believe, yep, you can cut through there. Oh my gosh, I need to lock in. Let's try. I'm gonna try and get a time under 37 right now, and see if I would even be able to make into the top 10 of these drivers. And that was pretty bad. But I'm locked. I'm locked. Oh no, 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 no! I went on the grass there. I wasn't able to turn. Okay. Oh, this isn't gonna be the best lap ever, but it's gonna be all right. Oh, that Braun just got sent to the skies. Braun Airlines, everybody. And that is a McLaren up there in front of us, a McLaren Bugatti. which is pretty cool. I did go a little wide on the grass there. I'm a little rusty, and all these people are just better. Cars flipping. Now, apparently these are. I'm currently in the Discord listening to the call. Apparently these are new cars. They're a bit different. Everyone is talking about how they handle a lot more differently. So this season might actually be interesting because if that is true, if these cars are different and they are handling differently, obviously this is my first time driving in these modern league cars. But if the drivers are, if what they're saying is true, then this might honestly be an interesting season. Honestly, by the looks of it, Octavian has adapted pretty well. As you can see, I am absolutely struggling, and so are some other drivers as well. But honestly, after a few laps, it should be pretty good for them. 3 minutes left on qualifying, which is going to be about 4-ish more laps, I bet. 5-ish, if they're lucky. Now that is a Lotus behind us. Lotus is back this season. Or I guess their new season. Oh, okay, little jump there from me. So see, you have to be careful if you are going to try and do a little corner cut. Because if you cut a little too much, you will get sent flying. And with these cars, you ideally want to be on the ground, obviously, as much as possible. 37.8. Honestly, guys, I might not be able to break. Oh my gosh, okay. So all the way up to 14th, people are in 35s, which is absolutely insane. I see these drivers are crazy. Lewis, oh, unfortunately crashes into the wall. Come on. Oh, apparently someone just got a 35.1. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the 36.9. Finally broke past that barrier. Now that would actually put me not even on the leaderboard. Yeah. I'd be last with a 36.9 in this league. So this is quite fast. Honestly, F2 is going to be a little bit slower. And I believe they are also doing preseason testing after the main F1, which is pretty good. Now I'm going to quickly go right here. Just making sure that my streaming program is running good. But let's go for one final lap, everybody. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at the grid lineup and see how it's all going. Up in front of us, I forgot what car that is. Reynolds? Maybe? Honestly, I don't remember. Fortunately. Oh, no, BMW Sub-Year was the other one. But anyways, I'm locked in. Going around. Apparently the gravity is much lower. $36.6, wow. That still puts me in dead last, which is honestly kind of crazy. Because it just shows you how much better all these drivers are. But if you take a look, I mean, some of these drivers have plenty of laps under their belt. Luamas has 4,500 laps. Lewis has 1,200. Obviously, some of these drivers have their laps reset just because the league owner does have admin. As you can see, he's given himself 1E plus 115 laps, which is a scientific number for huge numbers. The rest of these drivers have like a couple hundred. So, yeah, practice does make perfect in this league. We're going to reset. I have temp admin. And now, it's going to be time to go ahead and watch all these drivers. Thank you. Now we're gonna go ahead and hit fly, fly me. Now I am typing too fast. Fly me. There you go. Now the cars are apparently going to be on 107%, which I believe is going to be their speed, and also you can no longer join mid-race, and you cannot join mid-race without setting a qualifying lap. But currently the lineup, let's take a look. Octavian is in first, Wilt is in second, Ada is in third, Seba starting in fourth, the Dev starting in fifth, Sky is Blue in sixth, Captain Avenger in seventh, Kanye West in eighth, Lewis Hamilton in ninth, As Def in 10th. That's your top 10. Neon starting in 11th, James Manois starting in 12th, Eric the Gamer 13th, OX Durf in 14th, World of Reynolds Coop 15th, Milk in 16th, Icy Luke Fire 17th, Prodigy 18th, Andre 19th, and obviously myself in P20, but I am not racing and I am instead streaming. Now my game quickly froze. Yeah, I don't know why it's been like that. Now I'm gonna turn up my volume on my end. Now let me remember some commands. I see invis me. Hold on. When you go here, commands. Invis. In. Alright, it's invisible me. So invisible me. Now the reason why I do fly and invisible me is just to simply not distract the drivers, and plus I'm no clipped, which means once collisions are on, if I'm on the track, the drivers can drive through me with no issue. But I do make sure to stay out of the way. 51 laps, ladies and gentlemen, for this preseason testing race. Braun taking front row, as well as Ferrari. There's going to be a 51 lap race. So it's going to be a little long. Which is kind of insane. Lotus, Mercedes back to back, Cadillac, McLaren, Ferrari in the back. Will Neon be able to keep up with Wilt? We'll have to see the season. Hopefully they can. And let's quickly see what this car is. Toyota. Okay. Actually, I can just check here. Where is Seba? Seba is in. Am I bugging? Yep, Seba is in Red Bull. Now the race is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I was just making sure that the music I was hearing was from the Discord and not from the game. So the race is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Lights away, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Going into the first turn, purple walls are off. If you crash here, you crash now. Driver's going wide, going in. Ada is now in second. Braun still owns first. Braun spins and unfortunately falls down. Now I might need to lower my speed here. But we got an interesting top 5 here. All different teams. Oh, what an unfortunate crash there for the Lotus. A sudden upright position. All these cars going, taking that line a little short. McLaren in the back has crashed and lost his front wing. Wilt up in front. Let me quickly move this leaderboard so it's a little bit clearer to see. I'm gonna keep the chat open. Drivers going wide, parts everywhere. Obviously, there was a little season break. This is preseason testing, so drivers are gonna be a little rusty. They're gonna be trying to get used to these new cars. Now, Ada is currently leading And as soon as he crosses the line, we will see collisions be turned right back on. People are flipping, people are spinning, a little bit laggy. But Ada, with a 0.5 second gap, is now leading. Collisions are now on, so drivers are going to have to be a little bit more careful now because they can't crash into each other. The Brawn kind of froze there and flipped upright. Oh, another car in the back there. People are crashing, people are flipping, and it's going to be really scary for them to keep racing, especially that corner there. Since if they slow down too much, they can get hit and be punted out of the way. Let's watch this corner here. As you see, they are taking the curb and taking some of the grass there. Lotus and the Mercedes fighting for the spots. There are currently 19 cars on the track, which is pretty good. Plenty of debris on the track. And oh, what an unfortunate turn of events for this Mercedes. Actually spun and hit that wall. Oh, and they just got hit. There's the little crash over there. Oh, that's unfortunate. As you see, yeah, collisions really can make or break your race here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate. He just got punted. As you can see, if you get flipped, anything can happen. Brawn spinning out onto the sand. And as we've seen through some of these corners, if you go off track, you really have almost zero grip and it's impossible to control your car. So you really, really have to be careful there. Ada is going into the pits. Pit window is lap 5 through 12. He's going to try and undercut official Wilt here. Plenty of people pitting. Now reds are still on, but let's quickly go ahead and watch this corner here as I take a sip of water. As you can see, the grid is now spreading out, which is obviously good for all these drivers. Because if they end up accidentally messing up a corner, they don't have to worry about crashing. And people behind them don't have to worry about having to dodge. Now let's quickly see, 35.0 is currently the best with Octavian. So that's absolutely insane lap time. Oh, two cars, one exiting pit. They're in each other. A little bit of V-lag. They do have to be careful. Let's go ahead and watch this. Okay. Some pushing, some shoving. So they do have to be careful here. Let's fly over here. I see a lot of cars are cutting through there. And that's a 3-car collision that we just watched. Wow, between the two Toyotas. Oh, a car is stuck on track. And they reset. So that is 1 out of 4 crashes. This season, there needs to happen 4 crashes for a red flag and a race restart. There comes the Lotus and the Brawn. 2 legendary cars, amazing liveries. As you see, they have to be really careful. Brawn parked up on the Apex side, which is kind of weird. Even though there's no driver, could be a visual glitch. Let's go ahead and see what's happening. A Lotus is going to be pitting. Let's go ahead and see if we can spot the race leader, official Wilt. And here he actually is. And he's now been passed by Ada, who's going to take back the lead after crossing the line. See, Ada is back in the lead. And official Wilt is just under a second behind. So within racing distance, 3 out of 4 crashes. So apparently we might have a red flag soon. A lot of people are getting stuck on the corner cuts, and ladies and gentlemen, that is 4 out of 4 crashes. So on the bottom left is the gonna be the grid lineup. What a crazy, crazy, crazy race for these guys. They are allowed to finish up their current lap to get their grid. They're going to be regridding. So here, the drivers can reset and get a full vehicle. And that's also going to clean up some of the debris since people are going to be resetting. Oh, big crash. I see people are flipping, crashing. Pretty funny, pretty funny. Now, these drivers are going to be going ahead and regridding one position up from where they are on the leaderboard, because unfortunately World of Renault Coupes, I guess, did an extra lap there. Now, not all drivers are going to be resetting, as you see, which is fine. Oh, did I get a little too close to him? My bad. I believe I turn on not with me. Now, if the drivers haven't pitted, they can wait until second pit window, I believe, which is good for them. As the collisions are now off, because every race restart, collisions are turned off again for 2 laps until the leader crosses second lap, and then the collisions are turned on for all the drivers. Here is Lumains in the Cadillac, Ali in the Mercedes, which honestly looks alright, not too bad. Andrew in the Braun, Uxdorf in the Toyota, and Lore all the way back in the Mercedes. See, this is a full packed race. Every grid slot is packed up, and they've had to make 2 makeshift grid spots there. So it's quite a big grid, and it's going to be really close again for these next few laps, which honestly is one of my favorite. It's always fun to see all these drivers driving pretty close to each other. Some cars are currently regenerating and respawning to have full and complete vehicles, but not everyone is doing so because it's not quite mandatory for this. Let me quickly have to shut all that off. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the race restart, lap 12 out of 51. Here are the lights. Lights away, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's close. It's really nice. First clean turn for everybody. Bronze all the way in the back. It's a little bit laggy, of course, since they are all close to each other. As you can see, perfectly, everyone's taking these turns amazingly. No flips, no crashes so far. As you can see, if you cut there, that is where you can find a lot of time. One person has flipped on to the next lap, and after this lap, collisions will be turned on as soon as Ada or Wilt or anybody else crosses the line. As you can see, really nice, good turns here from everybody. No real flips, no real crashes just yet. One person has already crashed really bad. Second pit window is lap 20 through 28. So the drivers who haven't pitted can't pit on that. As you can see, all the racers are pretty close to each other, keeping it tight. Current fastest again is Octavian. Who right now is sitting in a comfortable fourth and now in third. Collisions are now on, so you do have to be careful because now through the turns they can't push each other. And ooh, the Lotus goes ahead, spins and crashes a few people. People are now going to be a little bit more wary of each other. Ada showing the grid absolutely a fantastic job of how to race the track, where to find the time. As you see, it's just a line. People are now struggling on this corner here. There is some V-lag, which is why you do see people on my screen going through each other, despite collisions being on. Okay. Obama is stuck on the curb here. Oh, and he just got hit, messing up BMW. Now, currently there are 3 out of 4 crashes in order to induce a red flag, just 4 laps in, which is kind of insane. Here come our top 3: Ada, Wilt, and Octavian. The previous season's runner-ups for the WDC. As you can see, Octavian has joined Braun. He's left Ferrari. Oh, as you can see, he crashed into a Ferrari and he got bunned into the wall. But now he's right next to his other Braun GP teammate. As you can see, you really have to be careful of other drivers here. As you can see, the gaps are absolutely insane here. Pretty big, and that BMW is quite far behind. He might get lapped, and that would be a blue flag, ladies and gentlemen, if they're able to catch up. We're trying to keep up with this Williams here. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get this POV here. Very nice. As you see, all the cars are going a little wide there to make a nice smooth cut here in through there. 2 Cadillacs side by side chasing down the Braun GP. Let's go ahead and watch them try and catch him. Ooh, unfortunately, one Cadillac flips and blocks the road, but gets out of the way just in time. Let's see if this Cadillac can go ahead and chase him down. And oh, unfortunately, goes a little wide and onto the grass. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. This Toyota is struggling to make the turn here. Now, Wilt apparently just dive-bombed Ada. And they are now pitting. Wilt's pitted, so Ada's going to go ahead and take the lead from him. As you see, people are pitting. And ladies and gentlemen, That is a red flag again. 4 out of 4 major crashes. Let's go instead and see if we can find him. Oh, there he was. It was a bronze GP with a broken floor. Now, if you don't know, the seat of the car is obviously attached to the bottom floor of the car, and the if the drivers go ahead and touch this yellow wall, and the floor of the car breaks, their car becomes inoperable and causes them to crash. So here's the next race restart. After this, no more red flags, I believe. So people can go ahead and finish up their laps and respawn. Collisions will be turned off again for 2 laps, and then turned on after the leader crosses the second lap. Now, apologies for my yawning. Oof, I was a little sleepy. Have been going to sleep very late these past few nights. It seems people are just slamming into each other, causing each other to fly. And see people are regridding. Now, currently, all the people who have went ahead and tried to pit, their pits have not counted. Since because during their pit, it did red flag, so they will have to repit. All right. Car parts are everywhere. Here's the beautiful new Ferrari livery, which I gotta say, these Ferrari liveries look absolutely amazing. Honestly, my favorites this season. Definitely 1, Cadillac, 2, Ferrari. 3, honestly, Williams looks pretty slick. Obviously, Lotus, Brown, BMW, and then I think, honestly, Mercedes and Toyota. Now, currently, they are debating in the VC who's supposed to be in what order. But there is actually a screenshots that have been sent. So let me quickly go ahead and check a look at that. Now, the order is Ada, Wilt, the Dev, Octavian, Icy Luke Fire, Milk and P 7th, Andre in 8th, Kanye in 9th, Sky is Blue in 10th, Jay in 11th, Lewis Hamilton in 12th, Durf in 13th, World of Rental Coops 14th, Prodigy 15th, 16th Captain Adventure, and Seba plays in 17th. So all of them are almost done re-gridding. Just waiting for these final 2 cars. Let's go ahead and see the POV from the grandstands. Pretty cool if I do say so myself. Alright, they should be getting going quite soon. Apparently Obama has DNF'd. Or at least he'll be starting last. I see people are gridded up, waiting for the final few drivers to go ahead and respawn their cars. Get to the grid. Alright, here we are waiting for the final car to grid up, and that McLaren. Now Ada is, we believe, AFK because he is not gridded up correctly, which is obviously not good for him. All these drivers though, gridded up. He has a minute to come back. You see, people are trolling right now. Mm-mm. 90 seconds to go. If Ada isn't here, he might just lose his lead, ladies and gentlemen. Which would be unideal for him, of course. Alright, 2 seconds. Light's gonna start now. Oh nope. Here he's back. He is back. Alright. Lights out and away we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ada's in the lead. Gets to keep it. People already going wide there. We're currently almost halfway through the race. I see, wow, plenty of people. The grid here is tight on the second respawn. Restart, I mean. So once collisions do turn on, these drivers are going to have to be really mindful of where they are in their space. Oh, we already have one person stuck on the curbs. Seba, come on, man. As you see, plenty of people are pitting through. Try and get the pits early. But see, Ada is getting absolutely hunted down by these drivers. Oh, now currently, Seba is still stuck in there according to the Discord call. And if he is not able to get out of it, then that is going to be the end of his race because there are no more red flags for restarts. Alright, 2 people are pitting again. A lot of people are pitting here. Ada and Wilt absolutely close to each other here. Lotus and LeBron chasing them down. Now Seba is a lap down because he was stuck on the corner cut curbs there. Which unfortunately for him means that he's gonna have a lot of work if he wants to go ahead and catch up to the rest of the grid. Now Wilt and Ada absolutely driving side by side here. Really close to each other. Insane. Let's go ahead and watch some of these guys coming through this corner here. Very nice, very clean from everybody. Let's go ahead and check out. Oh, and Wilt has passed Adam in a large term of events. As you can see, Ada is trying to chase Wilt down. There's quite a little bit of a gap. But the the gap from 4th to 5th is quite big. Almost 5 seconds. Oh, that's a bad crash for the Cadillac there. I believe that was a Cadillac, maybe a Mercedes. As you can see, Ada has pitted, which puts him in third. And that puts him 7.5 seconds about in behind Wilt in first. Um, will he be able to catch up? Who knows? Let's go ahead and check out times. Current fastest is Asdef. Second is Wilt, and Ada is third. So if Wilt keeps it up with his 35.2s, that might be just fast enough to keep Ada away. But who knows? More people coming out of the pits. We have a third pit window, 35 to 44. And see, this is quite a big pack here of drivers. We'll go ahead and follow this pack for a little bit. As you see, some drivers are staying on the road, but if you really want to save a lot of time, you have to cut through there, around the corner cut, and through the grass. Seba has a blue flag. He is a lap down. As you can see, absolutely packed section here of the track, and he's got lapped again. Now instead of being one lap down, he's 2 laps down, which is kind of insane. Let's watch from here for a sec. As you can see, very satisfying, very nice. Again, incredible pack of cars here. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, that Wilt has crashed into the wall. He keeps running into the wall. He has to be careful because if he touches the bottom of floor with the yellow wall, that will be it. But as you can see, he's dropped quite a bit. And I believe that will be Wilt now in first and Ada in second. Big crash for Wilt there, unfortunately. Losing positions and a lot of them. Ada parks it on the apex there. Kind of weird, kind of strange. So this is quite an interesting car setup this season because you see a lot of people are struggling, a lot of people are doing well here. So it's gonna be really, really interesting. Oh, flips. Thankfully no one collides. As you can see, drivers are doing amazing. See, the pack has kind of split up a little bit. There's a little bit of everybody everywhere. But there's just this big pack here, and Wilt is stuck in the middle of it. Wilt is in 7th, 2 cars behind, 3 cars in front, so he really has to make it work. Will he pass Neon here? Maybe will there be team orders? Who knows? Oh, flip. I think that's going to be a flip for, that's a flip for, Braun there. I see they're doing good. Obama passes Wilt. Now a lot of drivers saying that collisions are off. So apparently, those have been forgotten to turn on. They forgot to turn it on. So that's not good. We'll see if the race director turns it on or not. We are almost entering back into the 3rd pit window there. But let's go ahead and see where Octavian is at. Here's Octavian in first. Going through it. And ladies and gentlemen, what is Ada doing? Oh my gosh, collisions are back on. Ada is mid track. What is he doing? Lotus is crashing. Oh, Toyota's crashing. Everyone is crashing. Here is the other Braun. BMW car pitting. Another Braun. Another BMW. Double Ferraris. One of the Ferraris pitting. And that's going to be Wilt pitting. So Neon now has all the breathing room that he needs. And he doesn't have to worry about crashing into his teammate. Which is obviously good. Now, the collisions of the car are actually pretty small because the drivers only collide through tire taps and the actual driver model, their character in the car, which is nice because the drivers can get really nice and close to each other. Now let's go ahead and get some driver POVs here. Let's go ahead and get some of that action going on. Here's Seba plays, who is 1 to 2 laps down, which is quite unfortunate for him. We got J Monies, also known as Lemons in the Cadillac. Milk in the Lotus. Now Neon is in first. Let's quickly go ahead and check out what's going on with him. Um, I don't know where he's at. Oh, there he is. 59 Ferrari. Incredible gap. 3.6 seconds. What a crazy gap for him, honestly. As you can see, they're doing quite well here. OX Durf driving through. Getting some nice shots here of these people. Here is Le Mans chasing down a Braun, which is going to be the Dev here, I believe. McLaren chasing down the Cadillac. Andretti in the bag. Apologies, it's not Toyota, it's Andretti. Let's go ahead and see if we can catch Neon. And I believe here is Neon in the Ferrari. Absolutely incredible gap to second. Here is Wilt, as you can see. Not Wilt, Octavian trying to chase down Neon, who is pretty much halfway across the freaking track. And here is Wilt and Ada side by side fighting for fourth, which is not where they were for half of this race. It's kind of unfortunate that they both fell off, but hopefully they have enough laps to catch up. Now, currently we're on lap 41 out of 51, so 10 more laps. Will they be able to catch up? Who knows? Now, someone is spamming yellow flags in all the different sectors, and it is not the race director. Oh, Seba is finished. He got punted into the wall. As you can see, the bottom of that car is broken, which now means it's over. And oh, Octavian gets blocked by Seba, who hasn't respawned. Ferrari is crashing. Everybody's crashing into. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's very unfortunate for everybody there. Everyone just crashing into Seba. Anyways, green flag. So Seba is out of the race. Since he did have to restart. Reset there. Honestly, quite upsetting for him. Quite unfortunate. He's not going to be able to go ahead and get some extra practice with the cars. But as you can see, yeah, when you have collisions on, and if you get punted into the wall, you better pray that you hit your wheel and you're able to move on. Because if it's that bottom of the car, unfortunately, that might just be a race there. Especially if there's no more red flags. Seba and World of Reynolds are trolling each other in the chat. Now Octavian back into first, so let's go ahead and see if we can catch him. Neon chasing really close behind here, as you can see, just within hundreds of a second with each other. Very close, and oh my gosh, Neon is finding seconds everywhere onto this guy, which is quite wonderful. Wilt is back up in third, and we have actually Icy Luke in fourth, Lewis Hamilton in fourth, and Hamilton in fifth. Octavian just fell down to fifth. I believe Octavian. Yep, Octavian has pitted. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, Cadillac flipped, but all is good. Nice little flip there. As you can see, as to wait. Actually, where is he? Okay, there he is. Neon has taken back the lead. Oh, Seba is strolling on the middle of the track, standing, and unfortunately, Neon loses loses his lead because Seba was in the middle of the track. Wow. Dang, that absolutely sucks. Currently, if you were in the voice chat, you'd hear Seba getting flamed being told that, hey man, it's not that hard to just watch the race. Um, so Neon is gonna have to work his way back up the grid. Here's Wilt. So yeah, as you can see, when you're racing in this league, you really have to be careful. Because yeah, oh, Andretti slammed into the back. But here is Neon and Octavian and Wilt. Obviously Wilt is gonna, I think, gonna pass Neon here because Neon was absolutely assassinated. Now Subba was banned from the server here. From the in-game server, he's still in the league. Just because, even though it is preseason testing and it's not that serious, these are different cars, and the race director, of course, wants the drivers to be able to learn these cars without any issues. Neon hit a corner cut, and very unfortunately, and flipped. So that's unfortunate. Here's Icy and Neon. So Neon didn't flip too far back. But let's go ahead and see where some other people are at. Here is a Lotus, Mercedes, Braun GP, Andretti, Cadillac. Very nice. Now, let's just take a look at this corner here. So what the drivers are doing, and maybe one of them will demonstrate here. Yeah, as you can see, pretty much as soon as you get on this blue curb here, you just want a straight line, turn, and go either into pits or continue racing. Here's Wilt, absolutely zooming around the track. And, let's actually quickly check their times. Current fastest is Azdef with a 35.047. So honestly, if we see a sub 35, that would be pretty cool during the actual race. As you can see though, final two laps, lap 50 here. Someone is still trolling with all the yellow flags. Because race director is a Game Pass. Um, they can get to actually host their own races here. Yeah, so you can see Wilt is absolutely going to stay in front with a quite a large gap onto second. When second now is Neon, 4 second gap. Icy Luke just a little bit behind him. So unfortunately, Ada has fallen off to 13th. What happened? Octavian is down 1 lap. So yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Anyways, final lap here. Checkered flag has came out early. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Wilt is the winner. Let's go ahead and watch the finish line as people cross. Kanye. Oh, Octavian. So yeah, as you can see, as these people are getting their times, that is their final position on this preseason testing. So Milk was actually able to do pretty well and get pretty high up there, almost podium. But I mean, being 15 seconds down, it's quite far. So yeah, as you can see, everybody P12 and down, I guess, is lapped, unfortunately. But it is preseason testing. This wasn't that serious of a race. It was just a race to go ahead and give the drivers an opportunity before the first race, which is going to be, let me quickly check the calendar. I believe that's going to be next week, same time, Saturday. Yeah, December 6th, we will get to go ahead and watch uh, a Australian race. So it's gonna be pretty cool, pretty fun. This does give drivers the opportunity to test the new cars. So no real points scored here. But it was fun. Great driving from these drivers. They're flipping fast. Thank you for watching this preseason testing, guys. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe if you did. And I will see you all December 6th, roughly 12 p.m. to watch the first race of